Thanks so much, Amelia. Well, the heat is taking a toll on many people around Western New York, especially the elderly and people who work outside. News 4's Brittany Smallwood is live for you in downtown Buffalo, where she just met up with some roofers today. Brittany?
Good afternoon, Nalina. And like you mentioned, it is very hot outside. It feels like it just keeps getting hotter by the minute, and hopefully many of you are inside. But for crews that have to work outside, like roofers, they've got to find a way to get the job done and stay cool. On hot days like this, crews for Trilock Roofing will do lighter work, like setting up safety rails, so roofers don't overheat.
We like to keep them not working as hard, because once they get into the tearing off, it gets very hot, strenuous.
But when they still have to work on hot days, Scott says they'll work in the morning from around 6 to 12 to try and beat the oppressive afternoon heat. On hot days when crews are working, Scott says the tar on the roof can raise the temperature to more than 120 degrees. So if they must work in the heat, Scott says roofers do a variety of things to stay cool, like wearing loose clothing and having plenty of ice and water nearby.
They take a little more breaks. The foreman on the crew makes them drink water, and he just keeps an eye on them. That's the biggest thing. Make sure they're still sweating, they're not getting dizzy and stuff like that. Make sure they get a proper amount of breaks.
So whether you're working, at home, or outside just enjoying the day, make sure you're staying cool and hydrated. Health officials say you need to keep a close eye on those with heart conditions, the youth, and the elderly.
If you have neighbors that are elderly, check up on them, because if it's hot in their house, if they have the windows closed and they don't have air circulating or the air conditioning on, that can affect them.
Back live downtown, and the National Weather Service says heat is the #1 weather-related killer in the United States. So if you have to be outside today, make sure you have your sunscreen, make sure you have plenty of bottled water, and make sure you wear loose clothing and light-colored clothing as well. So for more tips, log on to WIVB.com. Reporting live, Brittany Smallwood, News 4 at noon.